dark as night. We chase the sun, we chase the light. Engines hum and buzzing loud. In the sky we're free, unbowed. Winds in our hair, no chains to bind. With Penzilla and off axis fine. Clouds beneath us, dreams unfurl. Flying high round and round the world. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. No coming back, no return. Rock and roll under our wings. Feel the freedom here at sea. Eyes on a prize above the trees. Mountains whisper secrets tease. Through the peaks we glide away. Living life, no ground today. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. No coming back, no return. Rock and roll under our wings. Feel the freedom here at sea. Engines roar, echoes in time. City lights look so divine. From up here, no worries found. Only freedom in this sound. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. No coming back, no return. Rock and roll under our wings. Feel the freedom here at sea. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. Yeah we burn. No we burn. No coming back, no return. Back, no return. Rock and roll, return. Rock and roll, no return.
All right, we're back with another awesome edition of FPV Your World Tuesdays. We're here for a wicked. We got a community hangout tonight. Fuck, I even did it like a little preview before this. I should have got it down better, wrote a script or something. But anyway, welcome back. Last of the month, we're back here. We got some awesome pilots hanging out in the back. But let's bring in, like always, Mr. Denzel, the terrible, the best co-host in the
Hey
blend.
everybody. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Hell yeah,
Probably almost Wednesday in certain parts of the world.
totally. How's the weather been out there?
Oh, not too bad. It's been actually warm the last couple of days. So the snow is getting soft and heavy, and it's actually funny. We got metal roofs here, so it slides off in these giant avalanches of tons of snow all at once, and it sounds like an earthquake is happening outside. Rattles my whole cabin.
Wow.
So,
We've been just having rain up here, so it's been crazy. But yeah, unfortunately, I
it was
haven't been
raining
getting much
before.
rain in or much flying in, so it's been kind of sitting at home working on 3D prints like crazy. So
yeah, printing.
yeah. Did you say you got a new project that you're working on? Or
I got a couple on the go. I've been doing some painting of things I've already printed that I haven't got done finished yet. I'm printing a Porsche. Little teaser for you.
What?
Some slicks. TPU slicks.
I don't know if you're going to be able to fit
Yeah.
in that. Those wheels look pretty small.
No, yeah. So I found a really cool model. This is a shitload of pieces. So yeah, I've been working on bumpers, front bumpers. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Is this going to be an RC car or is it just a model?
No, it's not an RC car. It's just a static model. I don't even know where I put it. Yeah.
Very
I got
cool.
the ass end printed.
Very cool. Holy crap, that's huge.
I know.
Awesome.
It was like that alone was like a day and a half at 0.16.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing it nice and tight, keep it looking good.
Right,
and I'm printing it bigger than the project originally was. So all the fine details are nicer, you know, because there's a shit ton of tiny little things like spokes and wheels and
Oh wow.
exhaust and badges and stuff like that. So
Right.
I was like, I'll just make it bigger so they look nicer.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
We've got a crap load of people sitting in the back panel waiting for us. We're going to play some videos in a bit too as well, but let's bring in our friends here. I think we dropped one person, but welcome in, homies. Welcome in, friends.
Thank you.
Find the link.
Hey,
Kevin and Johnny.
what's up? What's up, everybody?
What up, y'all?
Where's your mom? She came to drop bombs.
I know it's getting a little hard. I know Nomad Aerial is having issues getting in. Appreciate everyone using the new link, new system here to get in. I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's free, and we can have an unlimited amount of people.
Just happy to be here hanging out, man.
Hell yeah. Let me get back into the panel that I'm supposed to be in. Yeah, so welcome in everybody in the chat. Fucking good to see everybody. Bartman Dudes here. Well, I'm still in top chat. Uh-oh. Vice FPV's here. Amino FP or Acid. Technique and Kevin and everybody in the panel. Awesome.
Woohoo. Vice. I saw Vice there. I just dropped a link for that Porsche I'm printing in the
Bartman,
in the
dude.
chat.
I saw
Very
Stone, Donnie.
If you guys want to join the
Johnny?
panel tonight, the link is there, and I'll pin that at the top of the chat for you. So how's everybody been doing? Anybody got any awesome stories or anything they want to talk about before we play some videos?
I actually flew my first 3.5-inch 6S today.
Whoa!
And,
Nice.
got to have that experience today. Even though I crashed, I still limped it home and all's fine. Just some broke props, but unfortunately, those are the only props I have for that quad right now. So,
yeah.
What
Success on that little 3.5 would be.
oh man, I thought it was going to be overpowered, but it's not. It actually feels really great. I enjoyed it.
Very cool.
You know, if we watch the video later, you'll see.
Oh yeah, we
How
are.
many props are left?
Yeah, no.
Because of the high motor guards, I was using 5-bladed props, but it felt really good, really locked in.
How did it limp back on that? I saw it earlier.
Well, there's one has 4 blades left and one has 3 blades left, so it worked out.
Yeah, it's it does.
But yeah, it was a nice day here in Alabama today, and I felt good, so I went out and ripped it.
Was it wobbly?
Nice.
What's that?
Was it wobbly?
Not at all. Not at all. It was pretty locked in.
Dang.
Yeah, Success will just plow through anything. I did something stupid 2 days ago. I did something stupid. I was flying the little Mobula 7 just around my front door. I flew 6 packs, and I kind of got dialed into the tiny whoop world. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I should take the long range big 7.5-inch for a quick test trip around the yard, make sure because I changed something on it, so I make sure it's working. Yeah. And I flew it straight into a tree.
Oh no!
Because it's like taking your ice skates off or your roller skates after skating and put your regular shoes on.
Yeah,
it's so weird flying. I was just like, wow, what am I doing? Like nothing's the same. I didn't hurt the quad. I just hit some scraggle and it just went down into a snow pile, so it was fine. But I just felt really dumb because I went straight from the Mobula 7. And I just picked up the 7.5-inch and went arm and took off the same way that I had been doing it for the last hour and a half. It's like, no, you can't do that.
I had to send my walk snow module back in, so my friend gave me his DJI V1s, and I put it in this little 3.5-inch 6S. Also, having a ball with
nice.
it.
Fuck yeah!
I bet.
That's good news. That's good news.
I'm not sure if I'm tall enough to ride this ride. This is where I fly.
Those things are sweet.
I was scorching today.
Yeah.
Oh no, that thing's perfect for what you do out there. Your street in front of you, man. That was a perfect little garden ripper. Looping around the trees, zigzagging around cars.
8-bit, you run 2S or 1S on that guy?
Nice, Johnny.
Just 1S.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I had some 2S, but I don't have any good ones left, so I haven't been building 2S lately.
That's probably a burn them out.
Well, they kind of laid around. I kept going through flight controllers. I was like, oh man.
Finding a decent 2S AIO is a struggle. I mean, I don't fly 2S, but that's my understanding. Finding a good 2S AIO that stands up.
Yeah. Pretty much all mine is 6S.
The 6S tiny whoops.
I think the big problem with the little guys with the tiny whoops and like Ciotti's always trying to soup these things up is that they're still in the realm of toys, right? And I don't think they're taken that seriously by manufacturers, so like the quality isn't there, the beef isn't there. Like we're this weird niche crowd that is like we're souping up our air hogs, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of wood videos on YouTube, but when you see it in person, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're so quiet and barely see them.
Oh yeah. Everybody gets a kick out of it in the neighborhood. Nobody's scared of it. They don't even worry about it. They'll see me doing all that crazy stuff I do, and I'll hit my cars. Like nothing. It's get back up, fly, and
your neighbors are probably more worried about you than that drone.
It's like flying this around the neighborhood.
Nice.
Oh, there's that weirdo with the drone.
What is that thing called?
This is the baseline.
Baseline. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. I like baseline better, man.
Yeah. It's got a good setup on it. I like what they got on it.
Yeah. But you don't need. Really, you don't need anything more. Not now, unless you're doing filming.
Yeah, exactly. I see Nomad, speaking of, is in the chat.
Yeah, I know that too.
Anywhere.
Cool.
Yeah.
Freedom FPV. Welcome in, everybody. I'm just in the background here trying to work.
What up, Toasted? It's Toasted Frog.
Davis, Wallbanger, welcome in.
Oh, Wallbanger. What's up, homie?
Hey, that guy.
Banger day walls.
Don't get me started about that
Wallbanger.
I keep missing Wallbanger streams.
The guy that's close to, but not in Reedsville.
Yeah.
I miss so many streams. I feel like a bad person, like I hope people come to our stream and I enjoy being on it. I love this. I love the community of it, but every freaking time I'm like, oh shit, that stream just ended. Oh shit, that stream just ended like 5 minutes ago. I miss everything.
It's tough to keep up.
Oh yeah, I used to keep up with everybody for a minute there.
I just put everybody on my phone on their alarm to go off, and then I know who's going on.
That was my problem. My alarm was going off too much. I had to mute a bunch of things, and then had to get out of the loop.
Yeah. That's what happened whenever I subscribed to all kinds of FPV channels, because there's more than 1,000 that I'm subscribed to, and all the notifications. I'm like,
when I come in here in the morning,
I lose everybody.
When I come in the morning, I hit the notifications and see who, see if anybody's posted. If they posted, then I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
I try. I can't say I do that every day, but I try. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you said, sometimes it's overwhelming.
Better, so I can still check them, but they're not annoying. That was my problem. They were annoying, so I just turned them off. I think I just have to tone them down.
Yeah, even Bartman says it's hard to keep up with everyone.
God damn it. Notifications.
But I'm damn sure gonna try.
Well, some of these streams where we focus watching the pilot streams. Those are cool.
Yeah.
You know, there should be more. You know, a bunch of those.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I like checking their videos. Talking about notifications, I was helping my elderly mother with her Facebook stuff, like a good son does. Oh my God, it's obnoxious. When one of her friends on Facebook posts something, she gets a notification from the Facebook app. She gets a notification from like her browser. She gets a notification in her email. You know what I mean? For the same thing, like 3 times. It's just like I'm trying to like wade through, turn these ones off, leave these ones on. Like, oh my goodness, it's like the amount of notifications you can get for one thing is ridiculous. Because you can get like all your email addresses pinging. You could get a text message if you want. You get a Facebook message if you want. You know, it's just like, oh my God, I just got 4 notifications for the same event.
Crazy.
So what do you got for us, Mr.? What do you got for us, Mr. Marcel? You lining up some videos there? You look hard at work.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go. Some
He
playground
looks like
action.
he's got something up his sleeve.
Hell
Ooh.
always.
The CIA Homeowners Association? That doesn't sound like a good place.
Feels like you walk out there. They're gonna take you to get
Is that a Canadian thing? Is that a Canadian thing?
I profited this last week.
What was that project? We're giving people mind
I'm
control
not going to ask
drugs.
why the CIA owns your home. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's in the snow cones.
What was that project back in the day? They gave psychedelic drugs to people.
Oh, like which one?
What was that called?
MK Ultra.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
MK Ultra. Yeah.
I live on MK Ultra.
Oh, that's the one they talk about, huh? Giggity. Look who it is. You got Slippery in here.
Yeah, sort of.
What up, Joe?
It's not working good.
HOA, huh? Ooh.
Hey, I sounded like you were having the same problem as I was, Nomad. Wouldn't recognize your camera and such.
On my PC.
I had to switch browser. That's how I fired up yours off the edge. Oh wow. Jeez Louise.
Stress is frozen. Yeah. What are you flying? Yeah.
This is myself. Oh shoot! I forgot to clip the link, but I noticed there's a drone discovery day coming up in Kingston, Ontario. You know, with Dawn drones on and that. Should find that link.
Are the geese cool in Canada?
Yeah.
So are the geese pretty cool in Canada?
The geese? No, geese are assholes. Canadian
I think
cobra
that's
chickens.
universal.
A lot of my ancestors are from Canada.
Mm-hmm. You're lucky.
They're around the Great Lakes. Pretty much all that area.
Well, my grandfather walked across Canada back in the 1800s.
Yeah, nice.
And he settled in California. Now, what do we got there?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, what's up,
Oh, this is the.
Welcome to another.
Oh, here we go.
Getting ready to take off right now.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I know it's been a while, but the conditions have not been favorable. But today's looking nice.
Shelby's letting out too much.
Get out there and go somewhere, get a pack in. So see you then.
This is suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
I drop out here, guys. Love you guys.
Alrighty, man.
Later, man.
Ooh. Ciao, brother.
Ding. Fries are done.
Is it real choppy for everybody else, or is it just my internet?
Yeah.
It's bad.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
that's terrible on my end.
It looks better on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube.
It's okay on my
it's
phone,
weird.
but on the website, it's terrible.
Banger. Banger. Yep. Banger. Ooh, trippy. Getting wonky with it.
It's a GNB 850 6S.
Ooh.
I
Nice.
got plenty
Thanks, Bartman.
of those.
What?
I don't think so. I think it's just the regular lipo.
Technique, my friend. I don't know how, but I was not subscribed to you. How is that possible?
It happens, man.
No, I.
YouTube likes to undo
Oh,
that.
does it? Oh yeah. Yeah, we only have like 4 videos.
I've actually I've had YouTube unsubscribe before too. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happening. Yeah. Anyway,
not
so
very
yeah,
often,
Technique,
but it
it's not my
has
fault.
happened once. So
It's not my fault, Technique. I swear. I'm your biggest fan.
all good. Yeah, but this 3.5 6S, it felt good. I was pleased with it.
Yeah, I bet you it would have all the power you need. So
that's
it's
a
nice and
great
responsive.
size.
And,
That's what I've been flying last month and a half.
What's that?
That's a great size. 3.5 inch.
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm liking it more and more.
Yep.
Now for the exciting finale coming up here soon. Or I limp it home on a couple of props left.
yeah.
And bam!
It amazes me. There's been a few times where my quad has just amazed me how it flew home with the props in the state they're in. Like a
Yeah, I
couple
had to
sticking
pull
straight
today
up,
also.
2 blades missing on one.
A little wobbly.
Yeah, but she's all good. Limped her home. Just need to get some more props is all.
Yep.
Yep.
Gem fan, send me some props.
Man,
Yeah.
props seem
I
to
get
be
a
a little
box
bit
of-
more, not quite glass.
Oh yeah.
It takes something.
They
we,
give me-
we can bend them back a little bit, right?
Now you say glass.
yeah, I
did,
send
you,
them
did
back
you
all the
fly?
time.
Did you fly back when they were doing the glass nylon props?
Oh, I heard they were bad.
Yeah, I never flew them, but evidently you hit anything. You look at them wrong. You sneeze on them, and they just explode into
Down props that did that to me.
Oh, who's this flying now? This is L.A. Cacciato.
Let's go.
Starlight a tad.
Off grid, welcome in. Joe, welcome back.
Thank you.
No, midnight looks like it's Starlight. I'm sorry. Looks like they're struggling.
Heck yeah.
she's hauling ass, honey.
Hey, wait. Wait, Nomad's back. I thought Nomad left.
I'm not back. I didn't do shit.
Did I imagine? Did I imagine that whole thing, or was that somebody else that left?
Just snuck in.
So confused.
I don't know if anybody left. So. I think Nomad shut his camera off for a second.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
Oh man, I think this place is close to, but not in Reedsville.
Peebles. Peebles? What's a Peebles?
Peebles,
I guess
Florida?
we'll find out what Peebles. Oh, is that a place? That's not Florida. There's too many hills.
No. R.E.B. from Florida.
Still, you're starting to laugh like Seth Rogen.
The Highlands of Florida.
Ding.
Yeah, that looks Floridian.
Clearly.
The great Floridian castle.
Dick rip, bro.
Anyways, isn't that the castle at
Castle Crash?
I was gonna say Disney World.
Harry Potter.
The Disneyland Castle.
Disney World is in
Yeah,
Florida.
sorry, yeah, Disney World. Yep.
Well, not that time.
That's beautiful countryside, though.
Oh, it is. Look, at my glider up there.
Very nice.
Wings, gliders, whatever you want.
Yep,
Those hills are good for it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Power loop the bridge.
There's quite a few places out here. It's pretty awesome. I just gotta get there.
Yeah.
Well, that's my problem. I don't have a car to take my wheelchair in anymore. So I can't go anywhere except my local park.
Right.
Just ride one of your quads, man.
I would kayak that. I bet that's fun kayaking.
That would be.
Fancy.
Ooh.
Cool.
But do you know why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Why is that?
It's
8-bit.
Yep.
It's 8-bit. He's getting pretty good signal through that tunnel. He must be right down near the opening, right?
Yeah, definitely facing
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was chewy. Chewy.
Okay.
Oh, this is our boy EVR coming up, I think.
Nice, nice.
UVR.
Join the EVR cult. You know you
TeePublic
want
guys.
to. Here's the link. Wonky nips. Hey, Winder's here. I'm sorry, is it Winder or
Winder,
Winder? Did
Rob,
we
what
figure
up?
that out? Is it winder? Wind like a tornado or wind like a...
Just means he's
Winder?
Winder?
Winder, winder. Winder.
I'm sure he'll probably let us know in a second. I know I've asked him before and now I've forgotten again. We should all one day, you know it'd be really funny? If all of us one day got our acts together and all showed up at EBR's spot. He pulls in and we're all there and we're like, EBR! What up? Surprise!
Well, since my wife finally retired, I told her now we're going to start traveling.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Second honeymoon, baby.
Yeah, I think if he didn't know anything about it, he would definitely be confused. Like, what's going on? I like his style, though. I like the way he flies.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So,
I need to get good.
get good.
I haven't got good yet. I
need to get a beer. Butter? Butter?
Butter?
Ready?
Get it, Eber?
Here it is, here it is.
Need the butter?
I get butter. Jeez.
Oh, that inverted, nice.
Matty Blunt.
Nice
That's funny.
thread.
I can't resist a good t-shirt.
I want to see an inverted yaw spin at full throttle. Just to see how long it
I do
lasts.
those all the time, straight into the ground.
Oh, I've done it.
Yeah.
You got to be high up or end up in the dirt, right?
You gotta be high.
I just can't. I can do that. I just can't pull out of it.
Which I know it can be done. I've seen Vitrafly do it like a foot off the ground. Like, what?
I give up. I can't do it.
Hey, that's not too far
That's
from
what she
me.
said.
That's what it looks like here. Yeah, that's not too far from where I live.
Definitely Canada. If
Not
it's
this
alive
time, man.
in the future.
Unless you love the snow.
No, not this.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna wait till it's warm.
Canada in the spring is a good
See
time.
that hill there in front of you? That's called Blue Mountain. Yeah, that's Blue Mountain. That's Ontario's version of a mountain right there.
It looks like a hill, like a mound, like a solid mound.
It is. It's pretty much a hill.
I think that's the
I
guys-
walked up and down it this summer. I walked up and down the hill.
So you guys use make a landfill?
Yeah.
You guys make the
probably.
landfill and call it a mountain?
Yeah. That's how they probably made it taller, the Blue Mountain. Yeah, Chicopee. Yeah.
All right, boys, I'm going to break the panel and make opportunity for others. I'm going to say
Alright,
goodnight.
good
brother.
Yep, thank you, Marcel. I love you guys. Have a great night.
Hey,
Good
thank you.
night.
See ya.
Later, everyone. Later, bye.
Later, man.
Yeah, I mean, to ask you that to speed boom.
Yoders. Happy birthday. It's Tobias's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Oh, also, it's always his birthday. Also, congratulations to Tobias. He just got, Tobias got 600 subs. on his channel. So,
Nice.
Nicely done.
Fuck.
woohoo! That's so yeah. This is what it looks like at my house right now. Just snow. Snow up to your tits.
Up to your tits.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be pretty firm, I guess, wouldn't they? The snow.
Yeah, it's a nice area up there. It's pretty rich now because of the, it's got the cottage country and it's got the ski hills. And that's the lake there, Georgian Bay.
Fuck.
Oh,
Good
it's
fishing?
not fun around here. Like when my quad went down the other day in the like back corner of my yard, I had to go get it, and I had to walk somewhere where I have never walked before this winter, and the snow is above your waist. I'm slogging through like this heavy snow, like it's basically swimming, like it's past my waist, and I'm 6'4".
Dang. That's average though, right?
Actually, this winter's been bad for amount of snow. We haven't got this much in a long time. Back when.
So you guys are hogging it, man. You guys are hoarding the snow, the rain.
We've had so here in North Carolina, we've had snow. We've had snow in North Carolina. I feel like this is the first time in 2 or 3 years that we've had snow, and we've had it snow like twice, 3 times already, which is super weird. Super weird.
I'm in California, and it's like been in a drought for the last 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we've been getting fires everywhere.
Yeah.
It's those Santa Ana winds.
Paradise was just 8 miles away, and it's totally gone.
Yep.
Fire went through there back in like 2018.
Oh yeah, you were right up there.
Yeah.
That was a bad one. A Paradise fire.
Now, the park fire was just right outside my window.
Ugh. Scary shit, brother. Scary shit.
I bet it was. Man, when I was in the Army, they used to drop us off with a stick with a tire flap or a shovel to put out fires on the mountains.
Great. Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Holy shit,
yeah.
man.
You're all up in it. All up in it.
Not even a shovel.
Yeah, I did that. I'd take the shovel over the flap. Trust me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
But
Long-handled spade.
I still
Nothing
got
worse
hot.
than a long-handled spade.
We got trapped. We even got trapped a few times.
But you haven't lived till you've spent a couple of days on the end of a long-handled spade, digging holes. That'll shut just anybody up, yeah.
Well, there was one day we were stuck for 3 days. The fire's all around us. Nobody could come get us. So, yeah.
Digging holes is
Any
one thing,
fun?
fucking getting burnt to a crisp while you're doing it.
No, we're all right, but nobody could come get us.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but yeah, Cali, man, that shit. All that wind, how much? Jeez.
Oh, now we're moving. Oh, dude. Wait till you get to.
Man, I miss all this. I want a kayak. Look at this.
I was gonna say, Nomad, I think this guy could get your 10-inch.
I want an nanotube.
The speed. The raw speed.
I missed it.
True.
Oh, look at all that green.
Okay.
Am I muted?
Soon.
All we have up here is brown.
You said something to me, Dan, and then you didn't repeat yourself when I asked 3 times.
Oh, I didn't hear you were asking that. Sorry. No, I said this guy could give you a run for your money with your 10-inch with his air here. He was bragging about how fast he's going along the water there.
Yeah.
I was pretty silly.
Watch out, we got a badass over here.
Yeah.
Look at that mountain.
Well, I had dinner, so I want to say good night. And you guys
Good night,
have a nice
Johnny.
evening.
See you around,
Love you,
John.
sir.
Right, Johnny.
All right, night.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna win, man.
Power loop the bridge. Oh, I thought he was gonna Matty it there for a second.
Dude, a bridge Matty. You got some over that water, man. You got some steel nuggets.
If your DJI Mavic or whatever this is mini suddenly does a perfect Matty flip around something, lands and never fly that again because
It's done.
can you
It's all
imagine
done.
just randomly glitch and Matty flip?
I've seen places like
Let's see where
this
this was.
around the country.
This is Demon. I missed who this was. Yeah.
I have yet to build that. I have a Mini 2 shell that I have to get all the DJI guts out of and make it an FPV drone.
Nice. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, it's nice scavenging parts.
Speaking of Matty flips, I need to say to Nomad, you changed my life with your video that you won the Rippies, your reel that you had. You did that front flip over that ridge.
Oh yeah.
You were doing long range, and that front flip over that ridge is just like, dude, that was perfect. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in a cinematic video. Nobody ever puts it upside down for cinematic. You know what I mean? Like, were you flying the lifter, or was that the 10-inch? I don't even know what that was, but yeah, man, that was just what a shot. It was like such a gorgeous landscape, and you did the move perfectly. That was just everything coming together sweetly, man. You nailed it, dude.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
That shot. I went back and watched that shot like 4 times. Just that. So I could feel it in my stomach. You know that feeling when you go over the hill in your car and you, you feel it in your gut.
That one took like a few tries to get right, though. That one took a few tries to get right. Originally, I was standing up on the edge and I was trying to fly by myself, but I was losing my balance when I took over.
I'm definitely gonna be trying to steal that move this summer with the big long range. The 7.5.
Yeah, I think the one tip I could give you is trust the fact that your ledge is going to be small or deep enough, because it enhances if you don't punch up first. It'll enhance the look. You just drop off. If you just follow the edge of your camera and just let it drop,
and just roll over the lip. Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey,
what up?
How's it going, gang?
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had a long day. I stopped at the bar on my way home to have a drink or two, and then got home and got Marcel's message, so I thought I'd join.
Somebody else recently said it best in another stream. I don't know who said it, but they said, we're FPVers, a little bit of latency is acceptable.
That's good.
Sometimes there's telemetry lost.
Right.
That's
but there's something.
latency.
When you're lucky, you get the telemetry recovered, though.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing.
Yep.
There's nothing worse than flying along. Telemetry lost. Shut up, bitch.
Man, long range has got to be. It keeps you on your toes a bit.
So, who are we watching fly right now? This is pretty decent.
This is Bud Bieber. Bud Bieber.
Okay.
That does not look like Florida. It's too brown. Isn't Florida green?
That's racist.
It's
I mean,
in
Florida
it's in
gets
Nevada
brown.
too, though. It is in Nevada too.
Too brown out.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they do get
Sure,
snow
but not
in
enough to
Florida.
stick.
Oh,
Come on.
dude, the power lit that barn there. Frame something. Get in there. 20 minutes.
No, no, not even. Yeah, like 20 minutes. Actually, so we got snow here last week, and there's still patches of it around. It's been very surprising. Actually, today it probably melted off. The high today was in the 70s. Yeah, it's all melted by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm in Texas, and we had like freezing weather, like 19 degrees Fahrenheit last week, and this week it's highs in the 70s all week. So
about the same here.
Right.
All cold last week and warm.
I feel like I need to knock off work early this week and go flying because it's this time of year. It's hard to get super comfy short sleeve weather.
I feel that because I'm a technical trainer, and I want to get out at 3 o'clock every day and be home by like 4, and then go fly and have like freaking free time. But like lately, it's just been like I haven't been able to get out of work before 4 or 4:30, which means I'm home by like 6, and
start.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, on Facebook and on Facebook I'm Matt Gankman. You guys can add me if you guys want. On Instagram I'm Gank FPV and also Gank Multirotors on Instagram. I own gankmultirotors.com. So I started flying 2017, and I was terrible at learning. You know, I didn't pick it up as quick as most people, so I crashed a lot. I started breaking things and I was flying the cheap like Banggood Martian imitation frames because they were super cheap. And so I ended up redesigning them and found a place that cut carbon fiber and had some drones. So I actually took the Martian and I edited it myself to suit my needs. So I made it low profile with 20 mil. I added this is nylon. So a nylon front frame that fits both big FPV cams and micro FPV cams. I created a GoPro mount for it and new arms to make them a little bit more, a little stronger. Right. I had a lot of people that were, they kind of like, why the hell are you spending that much money to modify a Banggood frame? Why not just create your own frame? And I kind of went through and I did that, and I started just creating one or two CNC Madness. I found for $60 they'll cut you one frame of whatever your design, and the more frames you have cut, they'll cut them a little bit cheaper for you.
Yeah, they're good.
So I went and I had a frame cut for myself, $70, right? So it was more expensive than a Banggood frame, but cheaper than still like the Apex and other frames like that. So I started flying them, and I'm in central Texas. So I'm in Austin, just north of Austin, Texas.
You just kick them out.
So I would go to San Antonio, I would go to Houston, I would go to Dallas to drive to all these events and just fly my frames. People started seeing my frames, and when I started getting into racing more, I developed a racing frame for myself. And the first one I developed was the Wyvern, and it was kind of a stretched X because that's kind of what was popular back then. But I started flying my own frames, and people were watching me crash into shit, and my quad was constantly getting up and just keep flying home. And people were like, what the hell are you flying? And they started looking at it, and people were like, well, can I get one of those kind of thing? And after a while of me just like creating onesie twosie frames for friends here and there and stuff, I actually my job wouldn't let me communicate with people as much as I wanted to, so I started I created a website, to have all the frequently asked questions and all the information about all the frames that I design and stuff like that. Just kind of took care of a lot of my day-to-day communications. But basically, I started a small company. I own it. I run it all myself. I only sell drone frames. I don't sell electronics. I don't sell motors, batteries, or anything like that yet. Although that, now that I'm realizing that draws people in, having other things that they can buy, I may add that here in the next couple of years. But it's just basically I started designing my own frames. People started liking them, and I started I made them available to everyone. And I've been doing that since 2018, 2019-ish. I don't get a crazy amount of business, but the people that buy frames from me are very loyal. They like the durability of my frames. They like how well they fly. They like there's no vibration in them. I really do put a lot of thought and a lot of knowledge into my designs. Although I'm really terrible at advertising and I don't like to lie to people, which I feel a lot of advertising is not necessarily lying, but embellishing on truths and stuff. Yeah. But I'll tell people my frames are durable, but they're not unbreakable, right? Because no frame's unbreakable. I'll tell people they fly really smooth, but I can't say they're better than another frame or, one frame or another because I haven't tested all the frames out there. So I have a lot of honesty in advertising, and I think that tends to bring my exposure down. But for some people, that's a big thing for them. They like people to be honest about what's going on instead of
I know I do.
Exaggerating.
Exactly. Do you cut your own frames? Or
my website itself is gankmultirotors.com, GANK multirotors.com. I have everything from 5-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch freestyle frames. I have 3-inch up to 4-inch micro frames that'll fit like DJI and any 20 by 20 VTXs. I've got some race frames for beginners, for more advanced pros, and then I've got the most recent racing frame I've released is the Deviant. It's a little heavier than most racing frames, but man, my sponsor pilots cannot break this freaking thing. And that's one of the things I like about it. So if you're really trying to get into racing or something like that, I've got a super durable frame for everybody. But again, I've been an advocate for FPV community. Myself and Dan Piper Parkinson, we do optimized drone stream. We're on like 251 episodes straight with 0 missed weekends. So we're almost 5 years of doing a standard Sunday stream, and we do highlight some new products, and we do a lot of highlighting of FPV videos. So a lot of people that I subscribe to, I view all their videos, all the new videos every week. We talk about new stuff coming out. We do interview some people in the industry and stuff. And sorry, I didn't mean to be that long-winded, but
no, it's all good.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
So, and my frames, they're very durable, and they're priced less expensive than almost any other top name brand out there. Like if you scroll down and you look at the Mutiny V2, I mean, $65. Like almost all freestyle frames are $90 to $120. My $65 for a now standard is 5-inch, but it'll fit 5.5. But I recommend people to fly the standard with 5-inch props because it's super clean air.
Yeah, I flew that Gank Mutiny frame for
an aluminum arm locking plate that locks the arms in tight.
Nice.
But this is my standard freestyle frame. I also have an HD Mutiny, which extends the front end and gets props out of view up to 6-inch.
Ooh.
And it will fit the HD cameras. All right, the Nemesis HD micros. So this one has a little bit longer front end, but that's mainly to get the camera out in front of you so you don't have props in view. So this was designed for DJI cameras, people that like to record on DJI, but don't want props in view and don't necessarily want to carry a GoPro.
Yeah. I used that one for quite a while. So I was very
the Nemesis HD micros, the 3-inch Nemesis HD micros, my most popular frame. It'll fit 20 by 20, 16 by 16, or the diamond stacks, the 25 by 25.5 by 25.5. And on the top plate, if you look at the pictures, I've got 2 screws on there on the top plate, so you can mount the VTX to the top plate instead of having it on your stack.
Ooh.
Okay. So this is a 3-inch frame. The motor protection here provides protection to 1806 motors and smaller. And it does have both the 19 by 19 or the smaller micro patterns as well on the so it'll handle 4-post and 3-post motors. Granted, 4-post are going to be the most popular, but I have seen some people that make ultralight builds with the 3-post motors for tiny whoops and whatnot.
Huh. Neat. Looks cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, that's a great little
that is my personal ride right there. The last picture you saw at the end, I do run an Insta360 on mine. I don't run HD. At this point, I'm still analog. I have just recently converted to HD0, so I'll be putting HD0 VTX in this one. But it does have the spot for the Insta360 Go. This one here, I have quite a few models of. I created a special X8 combination for Dan Parkinson, who's my stream partner. He wanted an X8, so I created some spacers and a double bottom plate for this, and he actually runs this with an X8 and carries it'll carry a full-size GoPro, no problem.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But standard, it'll carry the Insta360 Go, no problem. It'll carry any naked GoPro, no problem at all. The thrust to weight ratio on this is ridiculous. This is like 186 grams all up with the Insta360 and the battery. And you're talking 3-inch. Just the thrust to weight ratio makes this I'm talking we're 100 grams less than most other 3-inch frames on the market.
That's wild.
Which is insane. That is wild.
Yeah. Looks cool. Very cool. Thanks, man.
So I do put a lot of thought in my designs. I put a lot of my experience flying and my experience crashing into my designs. But I do try to make the best possible frame. Again, I'm not a huge self-promoter. It'd be in my best interest to hire someone to help promote me because I'm terrible at doing it. But I would rather have small natural growth than bullshit hype growth.
Yeah.
True that.
For sure. Amino Acid's talking about CNC Madness. Yeah, they're good. They're Canadian too, so you order from CNC in Canada. It's a good deal.
He's right on the border, right?
I mean, before the tariffs, I don't know what I haven't ordered for them recently. So, but before the tariffs, there was no real. Because I'm purchasing.
Well, I think they have locations in the States and Canada. Yeah. So I think if you order from the States.
So I think he has a small office in the U.S. that he will send stuff across the border and ship from the U.S. so there's no tariffs. But I think he did that recently since tariffs took place. But he used to walk stuff across the border himself to ship it.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's right across the border. He's like 20 miles from the border.
Yeah, he's one guy that I've been trying to get on the stream actually for an interview, so hopefully that will come up soon or later.
So the owner has recently stepped back and he's hired a manager and a layout artist to kind of do things. Now, the person that is doing the layup for him, at least last year, I had a couple of issues. I had to get them to lay things. I had to define the layup more, which way I wanted the weave direction, whereas before the guy that used to lay everything up knew exactly how to do the layups.
Right.
So for me, it's just one extra step. It's not a big deal, but the quality is still there.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. That's awesome.
Sorry. But yeah, CNC is great. I'll use them until. So I have a buddy that's here locally that lives in my town. He is a metal machinist, so he's run CNC machines for years and years and years. He recently bought a CNC machine to cut carbon fiber, so he's going to be doing my carbon fiber cutting right here in Texas. Perfect. So
very cool.
When he gets his stuff set up, I may stop using CNC Madness, but only because I know this guy's experience with CNC cutting, He can do chamfers for me for a lot cheaper than CNC can, because right now I'm getting only straight cut edges, so 90-degree corners, no chamfer. Because CNC Madness is crazy expensive for the chamfer, because they have to create the template to put the pieces on to chamfer them. And I totally understand that. I'm not mad at them about it, but it's just something that with the limited amount of money that I make on my frames, because I'm not charging a lot over what my cost is. For me to do the chamfering, I lose more money. I can't really make that. I can't add like the $5 per frame that it costs for me to do chamfering to my price, because people are already less inclined to buy a lower, less known frame.
All the hard surfaces.
Totally.
Sure. We have one of those desktop CNC machines, man. I love my gadgets. I have absolutely no need for one, but I want one so bad.
I almost bought one for myself for Christmas, like a 400 by 400 or 40 by 40, whatever they call it. But I was so tempted, but I really want a water-cooled AC servo spindle. Everything that I was looking at that was in my price range was DC servo motor spindles, which are brush motors. None of them had brushless motors, and brush motors are going to die on you within a year. The brushes wear out, especially on a spindle, because it's constantly spinning and constantly wearing down the brushes.
And the material you're cutting too as well.
Until I can get an AC motor or a DC brushless spindle motor in my price range, under $1,000 or under $2,000, I'm just going to hold off.
You've got more use of it than I do. I'd probably cut like 2 frames on it, and then I would start collecting dust.
A little laser desktop cutter.
Laser cutters are cool, but
don't even get me started, man. I want all the toys. I want all the toys. I want a laser cutter. I want a CNC machine. I want a vinyl cutter. I'll take it.
Dude, my biggest limitation is this space that I have here. I've got a 2-car garage, but it's like literally filled up with racks for my printers, racks behind me for all my stock, my TV. I got a couch over here. I mean, I don't have any more space in this 2-car garage. So what I'm trying to do right now is find property to build me a barn dominium with more garage space than I have house space. I'm a single guy. I've got 2 dogs. I don't need like a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. Like one bedroom in the office, okay, maybe a spare bedroom for the family when they want to visit and stuff like that. But I need a huge garage space, a shop space where I can put a CNC machine in, put a laser machine in. I got 4 3D printers, so I need to put those in there as well. But a barn dominium really suits me well. Tiny little house space, big shop space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Big old pole barn garage.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Take care, buddy.
See you, man.
Man.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
Bye again.
Later, man.
Bye again.
That's super cool. Miss Dawn, I hope you get in here. I can see you're trying to get in. You might be able to hear us.
So, gang,
no video.
Did you sponsor? What's that?
Go ahead.
Gank, did you have you sponsored Team Drone Adventures last weekend, right?
I did.
So
far, I have sponsored every Team Drone Adventures event. So I send. When they're in Florida, I have 2 sponsored pilots, Ricky Peacock and Jeff Peacock, that are race pilots. They go to the events. They bring set up by Gank multi-rotors and Gank racing flags and stuff like that. And they represent me very well. And I always send them just like frames to give away and stuff like that, just because it's kind of pretty much what I can do, right? But yeah, I do. I like Jeff Hardy. He's a good guy. He's doing a lot for the community, and I love the events that he's been setting up. And as he has been setting them up, they've been progressing and getting better and better and better. The team that he has helping him is pretty great. And yeah, I love what he's doing for the community, giving us extra room to fly, giving us these big events and things like that. And he's making them fairly affordable too, which is awesome.
Hell yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's part.
Yeah, I saw your flag flying proud right outside of the kind of build and vendor area, right next to the Fat Strap booth.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's Jeff and Ricky. Both of them, they represent us very well. I love it. Yeah, I sent them. I had a whole bunch of flags made a couple of years ago when I went to IO the year before last. I had like 25 flags made, and I just handed out like 4 or 5 flags to Ricky to pretty much everyone that was on my sponsor. So I've got as far as I only sponsor 4 pilots currently. I sponsor 3 race pilots and 1 freestyle pilot. So my freestyle pilot is Tim Larson. You guys may know him as Danish Stallion.
Yep.
So he's all over YouTube,
Oh yeah,
TikTok,
yeah,
all that
Danish.
stuff. He's an amazing pilot. I also sponsor Ricky and Jeff Peacock.
Wait, he's a unicorn now.
And then also Wes Smithers for racing. He's out of Dallas. He's maybe not known so much, but if you look and find Joe Cool FPV on the racing lists, he's usually in the top 50.
Jake, I have a question. Gotcha. Since he is doing 3D, he's no longer, a stallion. He's pretty much a unicorn. So what does that sound like now?
Yes, he could be Danish unicorn for sure, and he kills it on 3D. Like the only 3D pilot that I know that is comparable to him is Zoe FPV, and she's one of the originators of 3D.
Yeah, he's getting good.
He was an amazing standard 2D pilot. Like when he switched to 3D, like even the first week, I could see he freaking really had it under control, and like still he amazes me to this day. I'm just like so thankful that he's a Gank multi-rotor pilot, because he can definitely he's definitely had offers from other frame brands and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, he shreds. Definitely a unicorn.
Yeah, and again, I'm very thankful because
I met Jeff.
You met Jeff FPV?
I met Jeff at the event.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeff Peacock, and he's interested in coming up and potentially helping us with at Castle Crash this year with setting up some racing lines, maybe.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Get some Gank flags up there.
Yeah.
Castle Crash. We'll see what the year does for me. I'll try to get there.
Yeah, man, come on out.
My biggest problem is my real world job is very demanding. If I go to anything, I have to schedule vacation 4 months in advance, because we schedule 4 to 6 months in advance. So like right now, I reserved time off to go to West Coast Throwdown, but I had to put that request in back in October. West Coast Throwdown's not till June.
Had jobs like that.
I hear you.
For me, it's frustrating because I have to know these things way in advance, and it's hard for me to take a short notice trip. And because I'm a technical trainer, so the classes that I train people on are in high demand. Like we had to turn down 30% of the classes last year because we just don't. There's not enough time to train all these people. So for me to get time off.
What kind of stuff are you training them in?
So the company I work for makes machines that Samsung and Intel use to make their microchips. So I train people how to troubleshoot the machines, repair the robots, and do maintenance.
That's pretty cool.
So
can I just interrupt for a minute? The
Sure.
title of this video is 7-inch S-Bang. This guy's doing S-Bang with the 7-inch.
Jeez.
This guy's
That's
mad.
insane. I mean, for one, the tuning.
Like, what?
For one, the tuning required to do S-Bang on a 7-inch is insane, because you're spinning a freaking 7-inch prop that's insanely heavy, and to get those motors to spin to do the stick banging is just you gotta be good on your tune for sure.
Who is this?
Hedge trimming.
Who is this madman? Bash FPV.
Ash?
Bash.
Oh, Bash.
Bash.
FPV.
I'm going to share the link in the chat. Because that's
going
just
so quick. I'm having to watch him on YouTube.
Hey.
Ooh, was that a super tight trippy?
Super
I
tight.
think so.
You guys seen Bad for Life? He does a 10-inch. He doesn't do S-Bang, but he's got a 10-inch tune that is just crazy. He's sharp with it.
Madness.
Yeah, I've got a quad that I designed for 8-inch and 10-inch for a chase vehicle. I've got an 8-inch tune for it, but the 10 is rough, and I'm having trouble trying to dial it in.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Here, I'll show you.
maybe
So
maybe I
Dr.
can
Brandon
do
Bean.
something.
this is my 10-inch
Dr. Brandon
chase
Bean.
frame. So I have replaceable arms, and you can see I've got these little XP 30 connector, or sorry, the triangle 60 connector. So it's a 3-pin, but I can swap arms from 8-inch to 12-inch just by swapping the arms and then plugging in the new arms, and I've got separate tunes.
Oh, that's crazy.
My 10-inch tune has a little bit to be desired, but the 8-inch tune is pretty badass. So this is designed to carry like up to a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, so it can fly forever. And then the FPV cam and the GoPro cam slide together with just loosening these 2 screws on the front.
That's
So
smart.
That's
if
crazy.
you ever want to change angles, it's just a quick adjustment. You don't have to change a GoPro mount. You don't have to change anything. If you want to change from 8-inch arms to 10-inch arms or vice versa, no problem. Big batteries, so you can fly for like 20, 30 minutes, right? So, but this was my prototype chase vehicle.
Rad.
We got 2 pilots out there flying it right now. I've got the final version, should be released on the website pretty soon for that one. So.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I used to I like to let people fly things for a few months to give me feedback, and then I can adjust things based on their feedback, and then I put them out. Some people complain that, it takes a long time for you to release a product. I'm like, but I want to release the best product that I can, and I want to really try to get it out to as many testers as I can, and, so I can get as much feedback and integrate as much of that as I can in the design. The thing that I found about most frame designers is a lot of them get offended. Right? A lot of frame designers get offended if you criticize anything about their frame. Me, I take that as input. I'm like, okay, well, that's something I can change. Why not change it?
Yeah, 100%.
Miss Don, we have a camera. Hello.
I would say, do we have action now?
Hello.
Hello.
Quan.
Just because everyone else can figure this out easily doesn't mean.
Hey, it took me a minute too, because I'm used to going through Restream, and this is totally different the way they set up the cameras and whatnot. So
yeah, it's weird.
I really just needed to go back and restart the computer. I thought I could skip that step because I wasn't doing the stream. I'm like, I can take it easy, just join in.
Yeah, the old Raytheon reset works for everything.
Reset.
All right.
I used to do tech support over the phone, and that was the number one thing. Just unplug it and plug it back in first thing.
So I was in the military. I worked on missile defense systems and radars and stuff. Most of our stuff was made by Raytheon, and it used to be a running joke that whenever it doesn't work, just fucking reboot it. I'm like, you can't reboot in a fucking war situation. If you got missiles incoming, you can't just reboot. And they're like, well, that's the only resolution. I'm like,
I must say I'm a little disappointed. Just the other day I was thinking this song would be an amazing song for an edit. This guy beat me too.
And here it is. Hey, look, just give it 6 months and you can do it again.
I don't. It doesn't really matter if somebody's done it before. I'll do what I want.
I like that. I like the I do what I want attitude. Like
Exactly.
See, I'm so old, I don't have I do what I want. I'm like, just deal with it, Brand. I'm like, I'm not terrible.
I'm not
just
stealing
let me do what I want.
flattery. Copying somebody's flattery, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't be terrible.
Hey,
exactly.
If what you're doing makes you happy, then it doesn't hurt anyone else, then be happy.
Yeah.
Man, I got some wings I still got to build and fly. Dang. So
I have a micro wing that I bought that I still haven't built that I'm like it's been on my mind lately. I'll show you how small it is here. So I found these on so a buddy of mine was sent me
beat me
this
to this,
kit.
aren't you?
This kit was a whoop that you could attach to a wing, and you could attach to a car, and it would do like all three things. It was just like some stupid Banggood thing that didn't work very well. We tried to modify it so it would work, but I went online on AliExpress and I found this. So this is like the tiniest freaking wing I've ever seen in my life.
That is pretty small.
And they were 2 for $22. And it's got the FPV mount.
For 22?
2 for $22.
How
So
big is that now?
I need the servos, and I need like legit. I've got 2.
Oh my God, it's a Tuesday night.
But they come with little magnets to hold on the top cover. It'll fit like a tiny little anything from a 1207 to like a 15X motor. It's got room for all your FPV gear in top. They do have magnets to hold this on and stuff. It comes with the motor mounts for both frames. It comes with some glue. But for $22, I couldn't turn it down. I just have to build it up, right?
I think on Amazon it's like $20, $30 just for it.
Right, and I mean the tiny servos and everything are super cheap. So, but this is one of the things I want to build. I want to build because I've never seen one of those, and I've never seen a wing. Well, I've never seen a wing this small flying. I've seen the frames and seen selling them and things, but I've just never seen any of those picked up. So now that I got the HD0, I'm gonna put that in it with a small micro kit. Yeah. I also have a AR900 wing. So almost 1 full meter, 90 centimeters, 900 millimeters, whatever it is. I got one of those on a trade when I went out to West Coast Throwdown. Somebody was trying to get rid of it, and he was just like, dude, I really want one of your frames. I just don't have any money. And he just kept coming up and begging me. And finally I was like, okay, what frame do you want? I'll swap you. And so I've got it sitting in a box over here waiting for me to build it.
That's sick. Nice. Yeah, I've got all different. I got a seaplane that's almost ready to go.
I got a Vol style that's waiting on me to build.
A Vol style?
I have one of those sub 250.
I'm boycotting anything Shelby Vol right now. Although Shelby's a good buddy of mine. But in 2020 at I.O., I had one of those ZO-HD darts. And I just rigged it up and I started flying it and stuff. And he's like, dude, that's a pretty cool plane. Let me fly it. And I'm like, okay. So he's flying upside down, chasing Chris Perry. And the son of a bitch, instead of going up, he pulls the stick back and goes down into the ground and freaking yard sales my quad or my freaking wing. He's like, dude, I'll replace it, I promise. And still to this day, 4 years later, he has not replaced it. And I give him shit every time I talk to him. Every time I see him,
I will too.
We'll have to. We'll bug them for you too. Yeah.
Dane fries are done, Shelby.
Well, that's the
I'm
thing
gonna
I told him.
remind
It's
you.
like, dude, you've had like 4 sponsors since then. I know you get frames. You can't just send me one. What's up?
Right.
I think he's got a new one he's working on, about to release. So maybe.
I mean, I love him to death. We share his videos on my stream and all that stuff. I mean, there's seriously no bad will, but I gotta fucking about it. Like, bro,
if you can't bust your friend's balls, then what can you do?
Exactly.
That's what friends are for.
But I will say, while he was flying the dart, he was actually really surprised at how well it flew and how stable it was for being the swept forward wing. And
yeah, they're not known for being super stable, right? They're known for being jittery.
They had the flight controller that they came with had a stabilization switch that you could turn on that took out a lot of the wobble, and that's one of the things I liked about it.
Yeah.
Now I still have that flight controller and the motor and everything, and this flight controller is so small that I'm actually going to use it in that micro wing to help stabilize it, because I have a feeling that the micro wing being so light and small, it's just going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
Choppy.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon Beans is here.
The wing is more stable and more.
The big oily guy.
Big Oli guy, where's he at? We highlight he's one of the people I subscribe to. We highlight his videos every week.
Yeah. What up, Big Oli?
Hello, big oily guy. See, Quad Kev's slipping in there. I'm sorry, I had to pull out the twans. I couldn't resist.
Quad Kev.
I was wondering when they were going to happen.
Twans are all.
How do I get to see the chat?
I watch the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, my screen, I don't get to see the chat. Is there a button that we push to see that? Or?
I opened up the stream and then popped out the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, too. It's only like a few seconds behind.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube here then.
Yeah, if your computer can handle 2 streams. I know. Did they fly? The percentage of people that fly through the Ferris wheels is like way too low for my liking.
It is
like,
too low.
99% of Ferris wheel shots you see, they don't go through. And I'm like, dude,
oh, he
you
teased
gotta
us
up the
there. It
number.
looked like he was going for it.
I know. It's like, there you go. Just go through.
Is this one
There's
that's
more air
there permanently, or they just pop
There's
up?
more empty space than there is things to hit if you go by percentage.
Sure, but much like trees, I'm sure that those struts jump out at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because I figure like that, the telephone wires across the road from my house. If I'm just flying at them, I just don't worry about them anymore because there's way more space than there is telephone wire to hit. So my chances are good. I'm going to just make it through, and it's come true every time. Just throw it at it and hope for the best.
I got it in the chat now. So.
Goggles, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, Nappy, what's up, everybody?
I said Nappy earlier. Napstar. Mr. Napstar.
Chillest man in FPV.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know John never let us down. Ooh. Ooh, who's this we got going on here? This is I'll Be Droned.
I'll be droned.
Oh, this is a little Pavo 20. Little ripper.
Yeah, OG pilot. Used to do a lot of CPI stuff, and recently, in the last year or so, has been ripping FPV, and as you can see, it's doing really well.
Ooh.
Wow.
I can't wait to see grass again. I really can't wait to see grass again.
I want to see snow.
I don't want to hear that. Whoever said that, no.
I'm in Texas. We don't see snow here very often.
Snow is the only thing I've seen for 3 months now. I'm sick of it.
Hogging it. This is hoarding it. That's what's happening.
You can have
we've
it.
seen
Free
it. You
shipping.
can have some. We're good.
Oh, secretly hoarding it. That's what's happening.
See, I like it when it snows down here because I've got all-wheel drive and I grew up in Michigan, so
I love it too.
Texans all stay home and nobody's on the roads.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about people down in Texas that are shit winter drivers.
There's people in Texas that believe that four-wheel drive helps you fix anything. They don't understand that four-wheel drive helps you go. It does not help you stop.
Yeah. Four-wheel drive and slicks, man. I can get out of anything.
Two-wheel drive Honda Accord.
I grew up in Michigan with a rear-wheel drive car.
Honda Accord will do better than a Honda Accord will do better than a giant.
I delivered pizzas in the snow. I was plowing in the snow.
I don't understand that.
Front-wheel drive in the snow is where it's at.
That thing was just all over the place.
Front-wheel drive in the snow is where it's at. It's the best all-around driver.
It's so fun.
You almost don't need a four-wheel drive if you have a front-wheel drive with proper winter tires.
sucks.
Yeah.
Front
I've
wheel
driven
drive
so many
automatic
things in the
sucks
snow
because
that
as
I
soon
just
as
laugh.
tires
Like
spin,
I've
it
driven a
shifts,
Mustang in the
upshifts.
snow, which is not your normal. Like that is not.
A rear-wheel drive car in the snow is so bad. It's just it's untenable.
The funnest one was this little Plymouth.
I would say
Blazer,
that.
or
I
it's
used to
like a
drive
Challenger
pickups on
It had a
ice.
turbo on it, but that thing you just ride
Those
the
are
slide.
fun.
Every turn you make, it would slide, but you just like went with it so nicely that it was okay.
The thing about the front wheel drive is you got all that weight over the wheels, over the drive tires, right? With a pickup truck, if you've just got rear wheel drive, you got this big empty bed that doesn't weigh anything.
Empty? What do you mean? You put something back there.
Oh, yeah, if you're
Some stuff
smart.
back there.
It's not
The
four-wheel
smart people,
drive.
but remember how stupid the average person is, and then realize that half of them are stupider than that.
Yeah, I can totally feel that because people who drive trucks in Michigan, the dumb ones would put the sand in the back of the bed just laying there. The smart ones would put the sand up against the bed, so the weight is between the tires instead of at the end, because they know that if the weight's at the end, it creates a pendulum and it just whips you around.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That'll be fun.
But yeah, I've had front wheel drive and rear wheel drive cars in the snow. I definitely prefer the front wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall,
this is a lot more fun with the rear.
The rear drive's fun when you want to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the first car my dad taught me to drive in a Buick Regal, rear wheel drive, right? So I grew up on dirt roads and in the snow, so definitely had to learn to understeer and oversteer. So
yeah, with a lot of understeer already built in.
Where is Eric Smith? This is pretty cool.
It's nice.
Doesn't say where he is.
Yeah, he's somewhere away from people.
I believe Eric Smith is on the island of BC, Vancouver Island.
Oh.
As far as I know, he could be on
Canadian,
area. I'm not 100% sure. Some of these pilots get confused. There's so many names.
Oh yeah.
The only people I remember.
I think as a Canadian,
usually come on the panels.
As a Canadian, I always underestimate how big Vancouver Island is.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking place. You know what I mean? Like, I think, oh, you think the island, you're like, oh yeah, then off-grid must know them. No, not necessarily. It's got a city and like 2 cities on it, doesn't it? Like it's a big place.
Oh, there's like multiple cities. Yeah. One of the biggest cities is Victoria. It's basically the what do you call it? The
southern
capital of BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of spots, bunch of really amazing spots. The west coast of Vancouver Island is basically the surf mecca. I forgot the name of it. Tofino.
Tofino.
Yeah, if you look it up.
Surfing in Tofino.
One place I've never been.
Everything in Canada looks kind of big anyway. All the mountains, the lakes, and you guys got everything big.
I'd love to go up to Marcel's end of the woods there and take the ferries, just for fun. Just ride the ferries up through the coast there, just to see it. You know?
I used to ride ferries
see that Pacific Northwest.
To Amish land. That's what it was when we was doing work with Amish, building houses.
Well, when I was in the Navy, we visited Halifax, Nova Scotia in the wintertime. Beautiful freaking town, but damn, it was freaking cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cold out there.
I can imagine. Anything Atlantic is automatically chilly in the winter, really. North Atlantic, rather. You don't want to be in the North Atlantic
lives in Canada, and he lives in Esterhazy, Saskatchewan.
Oh, Saskatchewan! Wow.
I don't even know that town. Esterhazy.
According to him, it's like 8 or 10 hours from the closest international airport.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that sounds like Saskatchewan though. Saskatchewan has 70 cities in it.
Yeah, I think he said Regina is the closest international airport.
Regina and Saskatoon.
Hey, thanks, Nappy.
That's about it, isn't it?
Hey, I'm warm you guys up then, I guess. It was 70 here today, so everybody was getting cold.
Wow.
Same here in Texas. It was 70. I was out in my short sleeve shirt, no hoodie, no nothing.
I wish I could say that.
You can tell me that your dog ran away.
There's so much nerve damage that even 70 it feels chilly. I'm like, this is stupid.
That's
70s feels chilly. Oh, I love 70s right now.
Like, part of the reason I moved to Texas is because it's 60 to 70 in the winter.
Yeah.
Who is this Dan?
This is 70.
It'll drop in the negatives that way here.
Now, granted, the summers down here are kill a motherfucker hot. They're like 110,
Yeah.
120
Yeah,
degrees. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't want to be
worked in
friendly with
Texas.
anybody. You're just miserable.
Yes, you are.
What is this dry heat?
No, it's not.
Like, I grew up with
Big
Michigan
oily
summers.
guy.
Like,
with a stupid hat.
it was 93 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's not too bad up there. I've been up
oh
there
yeah,
too.
if I was a rich person and I could afford and I had the freedom to kind of live where I want, I would definitely be up in Michigan in the summers and down in Texas in the winters.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, Miss Dawn, you're in Michigan or Minnesota? Michigan. Minnesota?
What's that?
Where's Miss Dawn?
I'm in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
you. Oh, for some reason I thought you were farther west than that.
It's
Ah.
just
I'm
in the
east. I'm
cold.
like as east as you get now.
Well, are
East
you like
Coast.
east of Pennsylvania? Are you like on the
Hey, that's where
outside?
the UFOs are, isn't it? The New Jersey drones and all that.
Oh yeah, it's too close to Jersey. Eastern Pennsylvania is like literally 30
I was
minutes,
gonna
20
say-
minutes
I
from
was gonna
Jersey.
say
It's
you're like-
terrible.
No, I got like
Atlantic City
2.5 hours, about 2 hours to Jersey, 2 hours to Philly, and 2 hours to New York. It's like boom, boom, boom right there.
Right. You're right.
And I
So
can
you're
tell
in the
my
safe
eyes
zone
I'm
outside
getting
of
Jersey
this.
drones, but I do swear I saw drones one day, like almost in like a grid. Not a perfect grid, but I was like, what the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
is this?
they're researching and developing their stuff.
Mhm.
There you go.
You don't
Yeah,
get to know.
the Jersey drone thing was kind of it was
Goofy.
really very stupid. The only reason they didn't acknowledge it is because the fear factor of if
The
they
same reason you boys do. It's better to like seek forgiveness and ask permission. They did whatever it was they wanted to do. It's done. It's over with. And or to like
Well,
put
it's not-
fear, like you said, to make whatever more regulations. But
sometimes it's better to let people speculate than tell them what the truth actually is, because the truth will fuck people up.
It's not. It's not the FAA's job. It's not the FAA's job to reveal what aircraft in the sky are doing at any given moment. They don't have to tell you, right? And then if these companies or the military gets a pass to not be on the FAA roster on the list for that day, they don't show up. The FAA is not going to say it was an unlisted flight. They were going to say what they did say was nothing illegal was happening, nothing against our rules. Nobody broke our rules, is what they said, which is completely correct. You know what I mean? Like there was no lying or anything involved. It's not their job to tell you, oh, the Navy was testing drones. No, they can't do that. They can't tell what their clients are doing. You know,
No.
Right, and if the military or some other government agency is flying drones for any particular reason, they're not obligated to tell us.
Yeah, no. And then the FAA did what they were supposed to do. They said no rules were broken. Everything.
I worked
we
at
have no
White Sands.
reports of illegal flights.
You said you worked at White Sands 8-bit?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I can't even talk about.
So
Yeah,
I was in the Navy for 5 years. I worked on radars, guided missile systems, and electronics warfare stuff. There's things that I've been out of the Navy for 28 years, come September, and there's things I still can't talk about because I'm still under the
My body, everything that's going on
now,
is because of that.
Somebody's watching us right now because of you two, right? Making sure you stay in line.
But that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying, listen, I'm not going to tell anybody anything. Don't come after me.
I'm on a list. I'm on a list because of you. Damn it.
I'm on the list. Love it.
Hey, I'm literally saying I don't talk about that shit because I can't.
Yeah, I don't even remember half of it anyway. I think they zapped it out of me.
Yeah.
For real, my body's been wrecked from the stuff that I was involved in. So
it's kind of frustrating to see things that.
Oh, it's cool, but
that you can't
if
talk
they didn't
about.
know,
It's just weird. Like for people to say 26 years later, you still can't talk about things, regardless of what it is. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
So, but again,
not asking you like specifically, but was there some pretty crazy thing? Was there some pretty crazy like conspiracy level stuff? Was it, or is it just kind of everyday stuff that is not all that exciting that you can't talk about?
To put it as
some pretty cool stuff
in just indirectly as I can.
Yeah,
there's things that I definitely that I did see in the military that I'm under NDA for that I cannot speak about, that in my opinion would benefit us as a country if it was released. But in the military opinion, if our adversaries knew about it, it could be detrimental to us.
True that.
Interesting. Yeah, I believe that.
None of the tech surprises me that everybody talks about or people are surprised about, because back when I was in, which is a couple of decades ago or more, none of this stuff is surprising me today. I'm like, wow, we're finally getting some of the stuff to the public.
Does that mean my NDA's gone? What the?
No.
It's a lifelong thing. Like, you have to commit to shutting your mouth for the rest of your life.
So every, depending on what you signed an NDA for, every 2 to 5 years, they'll send you a renewal or a release of the NDA. I've been receiving renewals.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And you don't have a choice to say, no, I'm not renewing this. It's just an automatic thing that
your mouth shut
because you signed the previous one, it's automatically extended.
Just to let you know.
It's a notice of renewal more than it is an opt-in.
Yeah. What's this Marcel's got on screen?
What are we giving away, Marcel? I see a giveaway wheel.
What?
All you have to say is Polymaker in the chat, and I'll add your name.
He did that on purpose to interrupt the conversation. He's like, no, CIA is going to start watching my stream. Stop that.
No.
It's just not as, look, it's shiny. There's something shiny.
Look, squirrel.
Exactly. I just got 2 rolls of Polymaker in the mail today. Matte Black, baby.
All right.
I got a roll that I still need. The lightweight, but my printer went down, so I just gotta collect some, save some funds.
There you go. Let's see some Polymaker. I see Bartman Dude. Come on, guys! Everybody in the stream now. Polymaker, get your name in the giveaway. All right, there's amino acid. Bartman Dude.
Get your asses in there, boys.
Let's go! Come on, guys! You know you want some free stuff.
Oh,
yeah. It prints pretty good.
Is in,
He's coming out with
there we go. Is Nappy still here?
Nappy, we gotta type in this thing.
Nappy, here's Nappy.
By the way, if you guys are on the stream, please hit the like button.
What? No, don't do that.
What?
Don't encourage myself. Don't encourage us.
The YouTube algorithms.
Hey,
don't
you can lick it. Just lick it. That's okay.
So there's Nappy FPV. 8-bit put his word in. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, Bartman Dude.
Nothing better. Wait, why is it Miss Dawn in there?
Z-Bones wants
some filament. Do you have a printer?
I don't have a printer. I have you boys to help me out with things like that.
That's a good. I like your style. I like your style.
I have a printer, but I don't know if you can see it, but this big blue cabinet full behind me has 30 rolls of TPU in it that I do not need any more TPU, so I'm not going to enter. You all be good. Enjoy yourself.
I thought I had too many.
I built a custom dryer box, so it's got a heater and a humidity and temperature regulator. And it holds like 30 rolls of filament. So whenever I want filament, I just go to the dry box, grab it, put it on, and it's good to go.
Your PTPE, how long you dry that?
So I do. So I've only printed in PLA, ABS, and TPU. So I don't do much PTG or anything like that.
That stuff's, man, I can't get that stuff to dry out. And I'm in the desert.
Well, I mean, so all my filament is stored in this box 100% all the time. So whenever I need it, it's been drying for maybe a month, sometimes a week, depending on how often I use it.
Yep. I wish I had room for a proper cabinet.
All my rigid prints are PETG. I have the thing that
or
was
anything
on
that's got a whole
Kickstarter,
food.
it's
It should be
basically just
PETG. It's one of the few filaments that doesn't leach out chemicals.
In fact,
Big oily guy. Marcel's got the drug rug on. Talking about a sweater. I forgot they called
I
those.
never heard it called that until the other night. I watched like shit. I'm like, what the fuck is a drug rug? Is the perfect like description of that. Sorry, dude.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anybody can
got a
see
little
it.
pocket in the front. Hold on.
Oh, so that's one of those hemp weave shirts, right?
Nappy's looking at me. He's like, hook me up.
I think I've got some horse blankets made out of the same material.
I forgot to show it off here. There we go. Yeah. Little pouch. Yeah, I got this at a thrift store.
Who else is in chat?
there?
Type in Polymaker.
Z-Bones? Did you get Z-Bones?
Got Z-Bones.
Yeah, Z-Bones. I
Okay,
saw
he was the
Z-Bones
last
on
one
there.
that commented.
TikTok.
Oh man,
So I think
don't
that's
want to be
everyone.
beside Bartman, dude. Why am I brown? I don't want to be brown. Come on.
hey Dan, I'll make it better for you. Brown is just dark orange.
Ooh, okay, all right, thanks.
That's
I can live with that.
That's good to get your new nickname,
There you go.
Skid Mark FPV.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You happy?
Oh, how'd you do that? Now Big Oily's brown though. Ooh, Big Oily brown.
That makes sense, big oily and brown. I mean, come on.
Yep. Motor oil.
Oh man.
Sorry, Big Oily.
Right.
I did want someone else to get brown. Get the brown out.
Get the brown.
Bartman.
Oh, hey, Bartman dude! It was almost me.
Heck yeah, Bartman.
All right, Bartman.
Woohoo!
Fuck yeah, congratulations, Bartman.
Congratulations, Bartman.
Nice,
dude.
congrats, Bartman.
Woohoo! Free filament. Make your day.
Effing way.
Yes, effing way.
You are the mother fluffing winner.
Woohoo! Wah, wah, wah.
For sure.
Oh man, I got so many rolls of filament, but never the one I want. I'm at that stage. It's like, oh, I need this color. Oh, I've got a little bit, but I need to get another roll. No, I'll do it this color. No, don't have that. But I've got hundreds. It's like, what the hell? Not hundreds, but you know what I mean.
That's the problem with having AMS machines is, you want to use specific color. Back in the day, you just printed it and then just painted it afterwards or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. I'm at that stage too. I have a couple of droids that I took apart and was like, oh, I'm going to redo it just because I can do it with AMS now instead of looking like a shitty paint job on it. So,
and also now I'm ashamed to admit that I can see the draw of a second AMS. I'm like, well, that would be handy. Can you imagine 8 rolls? Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's a crazy part.
Long time.
That's a crazy part about those stupid A1 series is they have 2 ports for an AMS to go into the back of it, but the firmware doesn't allow 8 color. You can only use 4 color. So what the hell's the extra port in the AMS or the back of the machine for?
I don't know if you all can see my dog. She's just freaking bugging me right
now. That's not bugging. That's loving.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think I got one that wants to come inside.
This is my Belgian Malinois. Oh,
Malinois.
pretty girl.
Yeah,
she's beautiful girl. I also have a Boston Terrier over there on the couch, black and white, kind of hiding.
They're trouble. They're trouble.
The Boston's good. The Malinois, she's got so much energy. If you don't keep her busy, she's in trouble.
That's why they use them for the police station.
Yeah, exactly.
Miss Dawn, is your entire house decorated with green screen? Is that your
I have-
entire
yeah,
interior decorating?
I don't know how to use like his thing. Usually I cheat and I have like, you know,
I guess
that
everybody's coming to say hi.
I have the second green screen that's not pulled over. I could have like
I thought that was like
turned
your
and moved
curtains
my
in your
wall
living
had I
room.
known.
Wow.
But I do. I have 2 green screens. I completely corner it out if I want to.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I bought a 15 by 10 green screen that I'm supposed to wrap around me just to hide all the messy garage behind me. That just
You guys want to go outside now?
I've got ones you can clip to the back of your chair now, so it always stays with you, you know?
Can you show us off the trophy from this year? Do you have that beside you?
Oh, I see it in the background.
It's a Whippy!
I no longer have a little flag. I printed a little flag for myself, but they flew it the day after.
Oh, of course. That's awesome.
So the new addition this year is he's got some sweet goggles. Fly High FPV printed them, so they're awesome. I love them.
I'm gonna win one. I'm gonna win one one
banana
day.
for scale right now, but
And for scale.
Marcel, you got to
One day I
review this
will
year,
win
didn't
one.
you?
He's got 2. Marcel's got 2 now.
Hell yeah.
Marcel does have 2. He has defended his Rippy from the year before.
Yeah.
I gotta pull something out of my ass and beat him.
Everybody should enter, definitely. 100%.
Big oily guy got to go to the actual Rippy ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
I know, that was the first time I saw him on there. I was like, oh, that's what he looks like.
Some ripping near the Rippies. He has some Rippy footage, and then he's got some more bandos near the Rippies.
Nappy is asking a good
that's the first time I
question
saw him in
for
real
you,
life.
Don.
I was like, oh.
Nappy's asking a good
Actually,
question for
Big
you.
Oily Guy, I can say, is the only one now who has made it to every single Rippies. Like, the only other pilot.
Oh.
Like, we have a few
There you
Rippies
go.
who've made it to 2 or 3 and stuff, but Big Oily Guy is the champ for making all 5.
I'm jealous
Nappy has
for
a
real.
question
Like,
for you, Miss Dawn. How do you
Miss
go
Dawn,
about
I'd love to
winning
get
a
out that
Rippy?
way.
I want to
You
go
know
to
what,
all the
guys? If you
FPVs.
have any suggestions for next year, because we will be back to traveling. I took a break this year and kind of that's why we had it at home close to me. But next year we want to be warm. It's so cold here. You know, the only requirements are really warm weather and places to fly like within an hour.
100%.
Cuba?
Nice.
Cuba, do you
Oh,
need
wait,
a
Americans
passport? That's a little more involved.
Americans can't go. Americans can't go to Cuba,
Texas.
can they?
Texas would definitely be warm. Are there a lot of bandos in Texas? How does that work? I'm a bit biased for the bandos
So
myself.
near Dallas and near Houston, there's quite a few. But Austin, the bandos, like Austin's expanding so much, anything that's broken down gets torn down immediately. And like we have more buildos than bandos. Let's put it that way.
Oh Jesus, I don't even want to say
Dildos. It almost sounds like
I like
dildos.
those.
Yeah, I
I've
like
heard
to
them
say
called
it.
windows.
A little too close.
It was a term I coined around. I coined around here because it's not an abandoned building, but it's in the process of being built, and so we get to dive the frames and we get to dive the elevator shafts and whatnot. But we don't get the abandoned buildings get torn down real quick, and just everything expands.
What I
quickly.
started calling it is Brando because it's brand new. So it's
Brand
a
new,
Yeah,
okay.
Brandos. Brandos.
Brandos, I've heard a lot more.
That's what I was trying to think of, Marcel. I was like, what is that called?
Yeah, Brando. Yeah, and
Or
we've got
Barndo.
barns up here. Yeah, we've got barns up here to fly.
Barndos,
so
yeah.
abandoned
Brandos, I heard about.
I mean, we're more likely to find parks with trees than we are to find anything else. So a lot of our ripping, like if you look at my footage, I've got a couple of things from when I was traveling. Like I've got I did Mormon Rocks and San Bernardino, and but like a lot of the footage that I have around here is at our local AMA park, and then we've got a bunch of trees that we fly around out there and stuff like that. So
I'd love to fly the desert, like middle of nowhere.
Out here, this is all about planes and long range where I'm at.
Yeah.
Desert, I want to see somebody go out to Slab City. I wonder how they would take to it out there.
I don't know, what's Slab City?
What?
That's news
Slab
to me.
City's like the crazy place in the desert where they're like homeless, but yet they've built an actual like society, if you will. It's like a little compound of trailers and little like makeshift.
Oh, I think
houses
I've heard of
and so
that.
on.
I've heard of that.
Okay.
Like completely like
Interesting.
lawless, basically. They do what they want there.
Wow.
I'll do what I want.
But it's got some crazy I don't know if they call it like God's Mountain or something. Some dude like painted this giant rock and then continued on like with his art and made this whole big like crazy thing there. So it'd be cool to see somebody fly, but I don't know if they don't.
Place. It's a big place. I'm looking at pictures right here. Yeah, it's in California.
Yeah. I was
Jesus,
thinking it was.
Fact check. He came in with the fact check for me, boy.
That's right.
I was thinking Cali, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't fact checking.
Ooh, and then where's that water park that everybody flies to?
It's on the southeast corner of the Salton Sea, out in California. Yeah.
California, southeast.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, east of San Diego. Oh, it's just north of the border, really. It's north of Mexicali, Calexico. Joshua Tree is just north of it. Palm Springs is north of it. It's up there, down there rather.
Funny story. My first time out driving to California from Texas, I ran out of gas in the Joshua Tree National Forest and had to walk 5 miles to the ranger station to call a fucking tow truck to come bring me a $250 5-gallon can of gas.
That's brilliant.
Dang.
I bet you use that. I bet you love using that gas. Use every drop of it, man.
Oh, I was pissed off because I was using my iPhone maps, so Apple Maps, and they actually told me to go through the national forest to get to the closest gas station when the closest gas station was 1.5 miles behind me. So I ran out of gas in the Joshua Tree National Forest because of Apple Maps, and haven't used it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tim Cook.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I used to do the call services for the insurance where you were stranded like that and you're calling. I used to be the guy on the phone trying to find help for people that's stranded.
You're the OnStar guy?
kind of. It wasn't OnStar though. It was for the cell phones.
That trip right there prompted me to get a premium membership to the AAA Auto Club. You get three free jump starts, gas fill-ups, or tows, and the tows are up to 300 miles with the premium plan.
What a really toast your noodle is that AAA is in cahoots with Apple Maps, and they did that to you on purpose.
I don't know that at all. Conspiracies.
And
we got another one, boys.
Right?
They don't tell you, they don't pay their vendor, so you're struggling trying to find a vendor that wants to work with you.
Right.
So I've spent hours doing that on one call, 6 hours to find a vendor.
Now, one thing I found about AAA is if you're near a big city, there's tons of providers. If you're outside of a big city, you're going to wait.
Yeah, try to get a motorhome towed from anywhere.
I'm sure.
The premium plan that I had included trailer and RV towing coverage.
Jeez.
Wow.
We were stuck on a bridge in Richmond, Virginia, literally on a hill, and we couldn't get out of there. There was nowhere to go. Couldn't find anybody to tow it.
Damn.
That was fun. Eventually did get it towed because the cop was like, he had enough. And he found somebody to tow it somewhere for us.
Get him off my fucking road.
Push it off the
Pretty
bridge.
much. Well, it was apparently not a good area. He wouldn't even let me get an Uber. He ended up driving us. He was just no. He was like, just come on. And then we followed the motorhome.
Oh man.
That's a good story.
It's always an adventure though, but I knew not to pull over there. That was the problem. I needed to pull over and I saw the gas station that was a rest stop. Now from Pennsylvania, our rest stops are big. You got food inside of there, 30 gas pumps. There's 30 gas pumps for the trucks on the other side.
So
this is a gas station straight up in the hood. I was like, fuck no. I went to go back on the highway.
That's awesome.
And we couldn't make it. She couldn't make it up the hill.
We don't have anything like that up in Canada. where you did get some.
We have big truck stops, like the Husky stops on the highway and stuff.
Not Buc-ee's like that though. That's like
not Buc-ee's though.
Oh, Buc-ee's in Texas is fucking badass. If you guys have never seen one, they're insane.
You've heard about it.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's like a flying J on steroids.
In Pennsylvania,
Sheetz is like a little bit better than a normal gas station. Buc-ee's is like the Disneyland of gas stations.
Yeah,
Sheetz is badass. I lived in Northern Virginia. We had a Sheetz on the corner. Sheetz is badass, but yes, it's definitely way smaller than a Buc-ee's.
Sheetz is cool, but it's no like truck stop or rest stop. Like we got like
like Love's gas station. Like Love's can go jump if there's a Buc-ee's.
I'm gonna have to try a Buc-ee's. I haven't done it yet. Like
up here, we got Petro Canada.
Does Buc-ee's have a bunch of beef jerky, or am I like making that up?
Yeah, they're known for their beef jerky and their barbecue sandwiches and their clean bathrooms.
Motherfucking beef jerky and barbecue? Like, no wonder they're popular.
They literally smoke their own freaking brisket and pork shoulders in the damn store. They smoke their own meats like for jerky and shit. It's insane.
Yep.
Oh, if they had brisket, that'd be like a dream. That'd be like
they have. I don't know about brisket jerky, but they do have pulled pork sandwiches and brisket sandwiches and pulled chicken sandwiches.
Smoked sausages.
Delicious.
Right.
The smoked sausages is badass.
Oh yeah, smoked sausage. Yeah.
What I usually like to go there for is usually I'm looking for a snack, and I freaking hate all this bullshit salty or sugary stuff. But they've got like melon and watermelon and melons like in a cup with a stick. You just buy them for like $2. You just munch on freaking fruit.
With chamoy and tahini.
Yep.
Oh. I know we're all freaking out the munchies.
Watermelon and pineapple and stuff.
Everybody's getting hungry.
Yeah. Now we all got the munchies. Screw that.
I know, stop it. I got food on the stove. I'm waiting for like this.
I could eat a whole pineapple right now, all by myself. I could literally pound back a whole pineapple.
I've got shredded barbecue beef on the stove reheating right now. So
I got nothing in front of me, damn it! Like I can take down a bag of beef jerky right now.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think I agree with everybody. I think maybe it's time to wrap it up and go raid the fridge.
Get some grub.
Everybody go make a sandwich.
We'll make a couple sandwiches.
Well, I killed myself. I'm not supposed to eat after 8 p.m. because I try to eat like 3 to 4 hours before we go to bed. So now it's like 10 p.m. I'm like, you guys are going to my diet. So
I actually realized I haven't eaten yet.
I like it.
And in chat, Goggles FPV brings up cheese curds, rat bastard. Now I want poutine.
Fried cheese curds are the best. So there's a pool hall down the road that sells fried cheese curds. It's that and the A&W restaurant are the only place you can get them around here, but they're freaking awesome.
The real A&W.
The real what? So down here in Texas,
A&W out here sucks, man.
Well, down in Texas, there's not enough pull for just an A&W, so they combine them. It's A&W and Long John Silver's.
Well, they ruined the A&W here.
Nobody wants to eat the Long John Silver's and A&W. They combine them.
A&W is decent in Canada because it's a different company up in Canada, so it's decent fast food.
You probably got the original.
Yeah. You got the original stuff. When I grew up in Michigan, I had the original drive-in restaurant A&W in the town next to us.
Oh man,
they make some good onion rings. Onion rings.
We're all hungry now.
I know, right? Now, all I got to do is go make a sandwich. It's already hot, so I feel bad for y'all.
Screw you.
All right. I think that wraps it up for our 2-hour stream. I'm getting hungry. You're getting hungry. They're all getting hungry. Yeah. I got a stream coming up on Monday, so check it out. We're going to be doing Monday makes. We'll be doing drones and droids with some 3D printing make guys. We're going to be doing something like this. It only takes 3 servos to run and operate with a little RX unit, PWM. I put a switch on the back just because I didn't want to have to take it apart. But yeah, there'll be lots of information on Monday afternoon. We'll be doing that next Monday, so check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Danzilla, got any last remarks? So all three servos are continuous servos. So continuous servos, they constantly rotate the whole way around. Most servos are only 90s, and they're 90 degrees. But yeah. Danzilla, did you have anything that you wanted to discuss before we wrap it up?
No, I'm pretty cool. Yeah, I think
Awesome.
yeah, everything's good with me.
Awesome.
We're gonna have to do another
else?
3D printing challenge soon.
Asking Marcel if you can control it with ELRS.
Yeah, and ours is a PWM server, so you can or RX, so you can put anything on it. Yeah.
Ooh, check this out. Monday.
I want to build one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Anybody else have any things they want to say or shout out before we wrap up?
So I just want to say thank you for having me on the stream.
No
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me, man.
Of course.
Motivate me out of this pain.
Yeah, end of the month, we'll be doing this again. So look forward to end of March, the last Tuesday of March. We'll be doing the same thing. You're all welcome.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, nice to hang out with everybody, man.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Take care. We'll see everybody. Bye-bye.
Nighters.